There are several ways to play smart defense without being called for a foul.
Now the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. And now the starting lineup for your Brooklyn Nets. At center, 6'5", number 24, Cameron Thomas.
Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldrich will be reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. The Brooklyn Nets have focused on the work, and they let the results follow.
I am so glad we are teammates, GA, and they are a fun team to watch. David, thank you. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where the team stands. And, of course, there's the Nets.
And right now for Brooklyn, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
You know, that's the mindset you have to have. They know if they can get to the playoffs, they have the talent to do some real damage.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. H.M.J.A out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Kispert. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Holiday in at the point guard. And for the Nets, the small and power forwards are Harris and Durant. Irving is out there with Thomas. And it's Griffin in at the 5. Here's H.M.J.A. After the made shot from KD. Here's Kispert. It's the front of the rim and out. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
The noise didn't really seem to bother them. In fact, it appeared to make them sharper and play harder for each other.
Just sort of looking at the standings here, Greg, mid-season. Do you think the conference system still holds any relevance?
Listen, I think for travel distance, it makes sense to continue to have divisions and conferences. But in the perfect world, I think we'd love to see, hey, let's just see them 1 through 16 and determine who's truly the best.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 or 4 to kick things off.
The pass to H.M.J.A. Back to Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
Well, the court awareness improving over time. H.M.J.A. demonstrating some nice passing instincts.
Irving against Holiday. KD, that's for 2. And the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
And, guys, as soon as you start going over and through a rebounder, you're probably going to get whistled for over-the-back.
A little too aggressive. You appreciate the hustle, but you want to be smart about it.
Kispert with the bucket.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the deep rhythm.
KD looking around. Left side, Harris. Jacks up a 3. That's good for Thomas on the assist by Harris. Thomas got a couple of threes now in the first for Brooklyn. Down low. Here's Kispert. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Washington shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Both good from the line that time.
Oh, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Irving passes to Griffin. Rebounded by Gafford.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And Gafford throws it down.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Thomas passes to Griffin. Good on the shot.
Look at that. Griffin is such an incredible talent. He's made a living off finding ways to score through contact.
Kuzma outside. pass to H.M.J.A. Now Gafford. That shot no good. Nice D from Griffin. Harris outside. And here's KD for 3. Rebound, Washington. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
And sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next one.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Last time they met was in Washington.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Some changes for Brooklyn. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Griffin. Millsap comes in for Kevin Durant. It's Mills in for Thomas. And then for Washington, Ryan is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Hill comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Avdia in for Kyle Kuzma. Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Deflects the pass. Millsap finds Mills. Back to Millsap. On the wing, Harris. Oh, my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. Denny Avdia picks one up. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in the early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
That's good from Harris.
Improving every season he's been in the league. Harris is quietly one of the best perimeter shooters in the game.
Kispert dishes to Bryant. Shot to stop the run and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Brooklyn leading by 6. Right side, Irving. Outside for Millsap. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Irving. The shot by Holiday, no good. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Nets. Here's Aldridge. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Avdia. Basket good. There's 57 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Irving looking over the floor. On the wing, Irving. Here's Avdia. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 12 on field goal attempts so far. Nets passing it around. Now here's Mills. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound by Kispert. Wizards trail by 7. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul.
Team second. Wizards substitution.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's Caruch missing. Holiday against Irving. This is it to Millsap. Outside Irving. He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. Ending the first quarter on a 14-6 run. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Well, Kyrie Irving at 6'3", one of the most creative finishers in the NBA. He details where it all started.
I just go back to being in my backyard and, just practicing all my layups or all my finishes. That's what I go back to. I mean, this is when I'm in that situation, I kind of feel like the attitude I get is this is what I do.
Oh, it is indeed the English, the angles. He is a magician out there, Greg, with the ball in his hand.
And his godfather, Rod Strickland, another New York point guard legend who was known for his improvisational finishes. Kyrie had it from the soil.
for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out the gate.
Got the defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Bryant. Caruth is out there with Avdia. Then there's Kispert. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Durant's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Holiday. That one a little long.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
And KD the bucket on the assist from Thomas. And now a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Washington calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Griffin's checked in for Paul Millsap. Just 4 to shoot. Holiday with the 3. The rebound by the Nets.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Griffin finds Thomas out to the right wing. And here's Mills from the arc. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. And the Nets lead by 15.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call. Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Oh, man, that's the type of play that gets a player and his teammates fired up. Durant gets the contact and still finds a way to hit the shot.
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. It says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And Durant grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the only way out.
As it has been for so many NBA players. You feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Now here is H.M.J.A. 17 points for him last game against Chicago. To end the run. And it's KD with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Mills finds Durant. Outside for Thomas. Launches a 3. Rebounded by Gafford. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Now here's Kuzma. He had 15 points last outing. The Wizards with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Wizards trail by 20. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's Kuzma penetrating. And Durant sends it back.
Durant has arms that just keep on going and going and going. You aren't going to be able to just get a shot by it.
And then Durant with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And yes, it's good. H.M.J.A.'s got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Durant against Kuzma. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
His first foul.
Whether it's that sweep through or up fake, Durant has always been canny about luring defenders in the foul.
Brooklyn making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Griffin. Millsap comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Irving subbed in for Patty Mills. And then for Washington, Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Hill comes in for Rodion Kurucs, and Kispert subbed in for Kyle Kuzma. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front with their head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Irving can't hit. Wizards trail by 21. Pass to H.M.J.A. Kicks it to Holiday. Looking to get back on track here, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Kevin Durant. The Wizards have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. That's good from Holiday. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And a change for the Wizards. Diaz checked in.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Aldridge outside for Millsap. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist. Millsap's got his 4th assist in this one. And 1:01 left in the second quarter. The shot by Holiday, no good.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him in tough shots this quarter.
Irving, good.
He's going to get it done all over the floor, outside, inside, mid-range. Irving's their man.
Now the pass to Bryant. And it's good for 2.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Irving up top, guarded by Holiday. Irving kicks to Thomas. Back to Irving. Over Holiday, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead eye for that range.
Kispert with it. Thomas is on him. Holiday, the pass to Bryant.
Brooklyn foul.
The Wizards shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And that one falls for Bryant.
And when Bryant had that special night from the floor a few years ago, when he went 14 for 14, only one player in NBA history had more makes without a miss in a game. You might know his name. Wilt? Yeah, pretty good company.
And so it's Brooklyn in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists in the beginning and just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Well,
They went downtown and threw a party, and fortunately, we were all invited. The key is their shooters weren't afraid to pull the trigger on open looks, and it's a blowout right now.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. The rebounding delta has been one of the main issues. Probably is they're getting bullied. And I'm not sure they have the players to change that.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Mills out there with Brown. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Little in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Millsap to the paint. And the rejection by Gafford. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Some solid defense from Brown.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Millsap misses. Washington shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. And Kuzma slams it in.
So long, so mobile. I love watching Kuzma get out on the break and execute like this.
Most NBA players are stars, Greg, once they start college basketball. But that was not the case with Rui Hachimura.
And coming over from Japan, there was an adjustment period for Rui, averaging just 2 points per game as a freshman. But he really grew his game in college. As a junior, Hachimura was a conference player of the year, turning himself into a top 10 pick in the 2019 draft.
And Brooklyn has possession after the basket by Washington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Nets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Wizards trail by 21. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
The wing, Holiday, covered by Mills. On the wing, Holiday. He's got 7, and it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Mills in the corner, launches it, sinks the triple. Mills has got 6 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Kuzma with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Brown. Kuzma pulls it in.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
Hachimura kicks to Holiday. Out to Kuzma. Drives to the hoop. And Kuzma slams it in.
What a take there. When you present these opportunities to Kuzma, he's he's going to torch you for that mistake.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Passed a little beyond the arc. And they'll get another chance. Passes it to Millsap. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Kuzma pulls it in. For Washington, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Holiday gets the bucket.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. And Kyle Kuzma now in year 1 of his 3-year, $40 million extension.
And he's improving, stronger, better on the boards, finding ways to do more than put the ball in the hole.
And a whole new lineup here for Brooklyn. And then for Washington, Bryant is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Hill comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Avdia in for Kyle Kuzma. Wizards trail by 21. Here's Kispert. Good work defensively by KD. Irving with a clean look. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Irving's got 12 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball move.
Here's Kispert. Second chance shot. Misses in close. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Wizards have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Now, here's Avdia. He's covered closely. And another miss by Washington. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3.
Anthony Gill, his first foul, team second.
We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
1:11 left to play in the third.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Holiday, the pass to Bryant. And finish off by Bryant.
When Bryant attacks like that, he almost can't be stopped. Defense stays out of his way.
Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. The Wizards have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his third personal.
It's on Kevin Durant.
This is Bryant at his best. Getting physical inside and drawing a good foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. That one misses. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Cranes the three-pointer. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Holiday. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Look, that's a nice play. You need low post scoring to keep your offense balanced.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Durant for 3. He misses his third shot of the game. He has made 6 of his 9. Pulls it up. They get it back. Here's Gill. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving from long range. Off target with that shot. And so it's Brooklyn holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And don't go away. We'll be right back. There have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Net shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Taking a look at the Wizards. Karuch is out there with time. Then it's Avdia. And it's Graves at the small forward position.
He's leaning on the three-point shot a little more in this half. Only had one before the break, but he's got 3 of them since then.
Washington shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Poked away. Irving with the steal. Inside. It's tipped. Harris passes to Claxton. Moving it up. The Nets working the ball around now. Holiday against Irving. Pass to Sharp. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's Irving after the basket by Washington. Out to Harris from outside the arc. Sharp, the pass to Harris. In the corner, Irving with it. And at last, they get one to fall. Irving's got 20 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The pass to Avdia. Here's Karuch. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Irving kicks to McLemore. And that one is off. Harris against Holiday. And the call will be against Harris. That's foul number 2 for him. And Greg, with recent legal results, more opportunities now for compensation for college athletes. Do you like it?
I do. I mean, there's enough money going around. I don't have a problem with the athletes getting a share, especially with the amount of time and effort and energy they have to commit. Let's take care of the guys. Let them enjoy the collegiate experience.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Pass to Sharp. You know, Chris, no one wants to see play stop for a coach's challenge. But is that inconvenience outweighed by ensuring it was the right call?
It definitely is, Kevin. You know, we'd rather get the calls right than just be quick. Quality and quick. That's how I like to think. But, you know, definitely, you don't want those calls all the time. But, yeah, late in the game, you need it. Guys work too hard.
Here's Holiday. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Holiday's got 10 points here in the second half. Now here's McLemore. He's covered by H.M.J.A. McLemore, the pass to Harris. From outside, off the mark. The Wizards have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And the shot goes in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Holiday against Brown. In the corner, it's McLemore. Lets the 3 fly. Kept alive. Sharp. And that one is stuffed right through.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Yeah, guys, but where was the box out? No excuse letting him roam that freely on the glass?
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive. And boy, did he make them pay.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The shot by Holiday, no good. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Kuzma finds Holiday with some arc. He's off on that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by H.M.J.A.
Last 2 minutes to play. Fourth quarter.
Here's Holiday. It's stolen by Brown. Passes to McLemore. Got a piece of it. Here's Brown to the right side. Over to the wing. Here's Little. And the rejection by Gafford. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Washington. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
And the rejection by Gafford.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was
for Kyrie Irving.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And here are the Nets. Here's Little. Nets passing it around. Now here's McLemore outside. No good that time. And it's Washington the other way. Right side Holiday. There's the drive. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here's Little. Pass to Claxton. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.